Garage Automotive, subscribe now.
Mercedes-Benz has discharged a shocking measure of data about the imminent 2019 Mercedes-Benz G-Class, which is set to make a big appearance at the Detroit Automobile Expo in 2 weeks. While we've just observed the new G-Class inside, this clump of information needs to do with its rough terrain capacity. If we somehow happen to figure, this is to quiet worries that the following G Wagen will be a luxo-lined poseur. Joined by photographs of a covered 2019 G-Class crossing Austria's Schõckl mountain test track, Mercedes affirmed that the new G will keep up a step compose outline, 3 100% differential locks and a low range proportion. In any case, notwithstanding keeping a strong back hub, it now has an autonomous suspension with two-fold wishbones in advance. To accomplish high ground freedom with two-fold wishbones, Build straightforwardly settled them to the stepping stool outline without a suspension subframe and used uncommon connection focuses to accomplish the most noteworthy conceivable mounting. The new back hub, in the interim, increases 4 longitudinal controls arms and a panhard pole. Generally, the majority of this is stating, the new G-Class will even now be a beast rough terrain, yet it will never again drive like an armed force transport from 1978 on street. We'll see. There will likewise be another G-mode, which draws in naturally when one of the 3 differential locks is locked in or low range is chosen. G-mode adjusts the flexible damping, directing, throttle and transmission, much as other customizable vehicle settings may. This isn't generally new tech, a long way from it, yet it's certainly new to ye olde G Wagen. Another disclosure is that the G-Class gets its own particular variety of Mercedes recognizable 9-speed programmed transmission. It gets its own particular programming and a more extensive transmission proportion for calmer, more open to driving and a decrease in fuel utilization. It is mounted to another move case that in typical driving sends 40% of the torque to front pivot and 60% to the back. All-wheel drive is for all time locked in. Low range is locked in by a switch and can work at speeds up to 40 km per hour. The rigging proportion changes from 1.00 in high range to 2.93. The past G was extensively shorter at 2.1. At last, similar to Land Meanderer's numerous extravagance-lined rough terrain drivers, the new G-Class will highlight a 360-degree going 4x4 romping camera in addition to readouts that show ride tallness, slope, edge, directing edge, a compass and the differential bolts that have been initiated. Search for significantly more data to be discharged as we get nearer to its full uncover in Detroit.